Shalom Aleichem YouTube. So I had to run some errands even though I was in Egypt. It kind of felt like a holiday, but then it didn't. Just because of the way circumstances played out, especially when we first arrived. That was just not a good experience. Our first day, that was not a good experience. It almost ruined the trip. It wasn't until we got to Cairo that things got a little bit better for us and settled down. But anywho, I've heard a lot of recommendations about not getting a SIM card from the airport when you first arrive in Egypt. And I have to disagree with this because we were, as you can see, in a local area. And my husband got his orange SIM card in this area. And he paid double the price. Actually triple. I was pissed because, like I say, I watch our funds, I watch our finances, and I don't like throwing away money. And I really felt like we threw away a lot of money. It pissed me off because when we arrived in Cairo, I added data, international data, to my U.S. phone. So I can have coverage and order Uber when we first arrived because I knew I was gonna have to do that, and that was no issue for me. So when we got to the airport in Cairo, I went ahead and purchased a SIM card from Orange. Orange turned out to be very reliable, very good. So I'm probably gonna just stick with Orange when I go back to Egypt, and I'll probably just use them as my cellular service provider. Now there was a little lag in the internet, but it might have been because of the location of where we were. But so I got 36 gigabytes it was 445 Egyptian pounds, which was like $9 at the time, $9.95, something like that, or $9.93. You can't beat that, man. 36 gigabytes. I only got that, and that was the lowest because I knew we were gonna be there for like a week, and so I didn't feel the need to get an excess amount of data. Now they had larger plans that you could get, but it was so affordable that you won't have no issues when you go, if you go or decide to go. Now my husband, like I was saying, we went to the Orange here at this location. Man, we paid 3 times the price. I was so irritated. I said, man, if I known that, we would have got him service when we were at the airport in Cairo. So you know what? I'm going to just say this because I don't want to tell you not to listen to YouTubers out there. You got to use discernment. But I listened, I did my research, but I'm glad I actually used the services from the Cairo airport because it actually worked out for me. So in the future, I still got my SIM card. I'm probably just gonna put it right back in my phone and just purchase more data. But this time I'm gonna add airtime. Now the thing in Egypt with WhatsApp, you cannot answer your phone in WhatsApp. You can only text message or send voice notes. I don't know what that is. So if you plan to make phone calls in Egypt, you bet to add airtime, and you're gonna have an Egyptian phone number. And if you're okay with that, then it shouldn't be an issue. But and I knew this. I knew that you cannot use WhatsApp. It has to be like over Wi-Fi or something like that, like hardwired Wi-Fi for it to actually work. It just will not work on cellular data, unfortunately. But yeah, so please like, share, and subscribe. There's gonna be an incident in the very end of this video that took us by surprise. This is an Uber that we took to get back to our hotel. Everybody was good and safe, but it was scary because at first I thought the driver hit a baby, but it turned out to be a young teenager, which is still bad, Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, shalom. Oh my Yahweh.
Is that a baby? Move, Sorrel. Excuse me, baby. Praise Yahweh, he okay. My goodness. They gotta be careful.
Okay? You cool?
Oh my goodness, Yahweh. Yes, Yahweh.